Hello, this is my Beyond the Classroom assignment for Microsoft Access Chapter 1. We had to create a new blank desktop database using a template for was a template that you could find here in the application parts, a quick start contacts template. And that had a lot of features that showed up here in the navigation pane that we had to clean up. There were queries, there were forms, there were reports. So those were all cleaned up. So all we had was this original table here. And this was useful to learn the different views that you can have. The design view and the sheets view. And in the design view, really putting together the fields and clearing out the unnecessary fields, and then arranging the fields by data type and selecting what data type would be appropriate for each field. I learned that I have to be careful about with the numbers. I had a bit of an error. I think I accidentally deleted a profile of a student or something. I had it originally set to auto number, but it did not. I had to switch it to number because it was missing a field, and I had to just manually enter it myself. It wouldn't let me switch back to auto number. So I learned that it's very sensitive. Once you change a field and you set the data type, it insists on keeping it. So that was a lesson learned there. Going back to the data sheet itself, it's organized now, as you can see, sorting in ascending order for the names, the imaginary student names. So the student ID numbers are out of sequence for that reason. And then I'd applied a filter according to the instructions to select the business majors. And that is myself and another imaginary student there. And toggle back and forth and see. So this is a useful tool to sort of really get to know the database and play with the different features in a sort of lighter sense. And before we go further to chapter 2, I had to use this within the the virtual environment because I have a Mac. Figuring that out was a bit hard. It took some time, but I was able to sort it out eventually. I'm glad I was able to figure it out in time, but it was a little hard and would have been helpful to get, like an opportunity to get that addressed. But I'm glad I was able to at least figure it out. And I'll show this one next.